Hey everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back with another travel tips little video for you. So you're heading to Barcelona. Let me share some of our favorite spots with you, where we went last time, what we enjoyed, where we went for food, that kind of stuff. So we traveled there in October 2022 for 5 or 6 days, and we loved it so much that we've decided to move there. Anywho, here are some of our recommendations. I'm going to leave them as well written in the description so you have them all listed out for you. Starting off with getting from the hotel into the city centre. I'm going to give you a little how-to. So getting from the airport into the city centre is pretty straightforward. There's a metro station kind of beside the airport, and from that metro station you can get into basically any of the metro lines in the city centre. I believe we got the metro from the airport to one different, I'm trying to think of the name of it. It was the blue line into the city centre, and then we changed on to I think a green line to get to our hotel, but it was super easy to use. I'm a big fan of the metro. If it's in any city, I'll always take it. I think it's like the most user-friendly and easiest thing to use as a tourist. There's minimal speaking and everything is pretty clearly laid out. If you're planning to use the metro to get to your hotel, you can buy a ticket. Just be careful when you go to buy your ticket. There's a train station and there's also a metro station. We'd gone into the train station and we weren't able to find the ticket for the metro because obviously we were in a train station. So you just follow the lines and follow the signs to go with the M for metro, and you'll find the correct kind of ticket kiosk. We got a one-way for both of us. I think it was less than like 15 euros, maybe about like 10 euro for a one-way ticket for both of us. Don't quote me on that, but it wasn't super expensive. Once we got to the metro stop nearest our hotel, we just walked. It was like a 3-minute walk. So to move on, talking about the hotels, I spoke about this in my Amsterdam kind of travel guide video. I really like picking a hotel group and going to stay at one of their hotels. I'm a big boutique hotel fan. In Barcelona, we wanted to stay with one of the Praktik hotels. They have a few different kind of themed hotels. The ones that we chose to stay in is the bakery themed. So there's literally a bakery downstairs when you go into the lobby of the reception. It's a bakery. It's really cool. The bakery is called Baluard, and I think they have some more around the city. Such a beautiful hotel. Like, you see the pastry chefs making fresh bread, croissants, and everything when you wake up in the morning to head out and go look around the city. Really nice hotel. The rooms were amazing. I loved our room there. Very white, bright. The bed, not super comfortable. The bed was quite hard. I think that depends though if you prefer a hard or soft bed. I'm a soft bed girl, so the bed wasn't great, but who cares? The room was beautiful. The shower was amazing. Stanley really loved the shower gel, the shower gel and the shampoo. He loved that. Yeah, the whole kind of set out of the room was really nice. And we did have like a window balcony. It wasn't really a balcony, but you could see onto the street. And if you popped your head out and looked to the left, you could see La Sagrada Familia, which was really cool. It's quite close to that, maybe about like a 20-minute walk. So I would really recommend staying with them. That's the Praktik Hotel Bakery, or Bakery Hotel Praktik. I don't really know which way it is, but I'll leave it linked anyways down in the description. Again, please always book your hotel directly. You will get a better rate, and there's more of a chance if there's a free upgrade going, you're going to get picked for that. Basically, always better just to book direct. So for our booking, I believe I booked on their website, and then I think I emailed and just double checked if it was okay with our check-in time. We were able to check in early, which was amazing. But always just, if you're arriving earlier than check-in, which is usually around 2 or 3 p.m., just send a message and say, hey, we're planning to arrive at this time. Is it possible to check in early? If not, can we leave our bags? And obviously that's fine. Moving from the hotel onto the attractions, like I said in the Amsterdam video, I'm like a 5-year-old child, and I can't think of anything worse than like going to like a museum, unless it's a natural history museum or art galleries and stuff. I just find that boring and like a waste of time. If you're into that, go off. Perfect, whatever. So I'm going to share with you the attractions that we like to go to, and maybe you're on like the same vibe as me and you're going to like those too. So we walked by La Sagrada Familia, which is that super famous, super like Barcelona place that everyone wants to go. Still is not finished still, but it's kind of like, you know, amazing when you get there, because you're in these quite tight little streets with the high buildings, and then it kind of opens up and there it is, La Sagrada Familia. It's beautiful, it's amazing. Definitely recommend checking it out. I think you can do like a tour of like the inside. We weren't too bothered with that. But yeah, that's the first one. Second up is Park Güell, which we had a bit of a struggle when we went there. We kind of decided last minute to go up there. We took the metro as far as we could up there, and then from the metro we walked. It was like a little bit like, oh my god, I don't know if we can get up there, because it's kind of like this, trying to get up a mountain. They did have escalators, which kind of tells you how like how high you're going, but some of the escalators didn't work, so you do have to climb. If you're not super fit, you will be like sweating like a little bit, but it was fine. It's like a little bit of a workout. I think in the summertime it might be a little bit less comfortable. We went in October and we were like hot and sweating by the time we got to the top. So I can imagine in like the height of the summer, there is probably an easier way to get up there that you're not having to like mountain trek, perhaps a taxi. I don't know. So anyways, we got up there and it was fully booked, and they don't sell tickets on the door on the gate. They don't sell tickets, you need to book in advance. So we got up there and we couldn't go in. We did, however, if you walk around, you can get like a kind of like bootleg experience, just looking through the front of the park, which is what we did. We just kind of went to the front and we're like, oh my god, so nice. But yeah, book your ticket in advance. I think it's not super expensive, but it's definitely worth it. We're definitely going to go again and, you know, plan it better. Next up are two markets which we enjoyed. First of all is the Santa Caterina market, which is, I think it's in the Eixample region or district of the city. Not too far away from the hotel. I found Barcelona super walkable, and if you get tired, if your feet hurt, just jump on the metro, and the metro is basically going to bring you where you need to go. The Santa Caterina market, we didn't get anything in there. It was just nice to look around. Lots of fresh fruit stalls, lots and lots and lots of meat. This jamón ibérico, if you're into meat, you'll love it. But it was nice to look around the market. Also, lots of amazing like olives. It looked so good. The second market, which is super touristy, but I think you have to visit when you go there, is La Boqueria, Mercado de La Boqueria, which is along Las Ramblas. So you're going down this super busy street, and to the side is La Boqueria market. In there, they have some really, really cool stands. They have like, I'll insert photos and stuff of what we got. We got like a potato thing on a stick, which was quite good. Wait, that's a lie, we did not get that. We got like crisps that were like made of like little, like quite thick cut crisps in like a little thing, a little cone. We also tried dragon fruit for the first time, and it was a little bit underwhelming. I think I need to try it again. But lots and lots of fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, different kind of interesting things that you can sample. I think they had like oysters and kind of fish stuff as well. So if you're hungry, head over there. Maybe even head there for lunch. You could easily, you know, get full heading to all the different market stalls. Next up is the Ciutadella Park. We discovered that they have little, I don't know if they're parakeets, little parrots, these little green, basically like a little mini parrot, and they have them as if they're like pigeons. They're like everywhere. I was like, Stunny, I think that's a parrot in the tree. They're so cute, and we saw so many of them in Ciutadella Park. It's a beautiful park, very close to the city centre. They have an amazing like fountain. I don't even want to call it a fountain because it's a lot more than a fountain, but it's a really nice park to have a walk around, and a little bit of like an oasis in a busy city. Next up is the beach. So we went there in October, and Stas was still able to get in the water and swim. Obviously it wasn't super warm, but he was still able to do it. So I think any time of the year that you're there, maybe like even in November we looked at the weather and it seemed warm. Maybe like December, January and February, maybe you can't go swimming, but the other months I think you can, especially if we were coming from Dublin where it's basically cold all year round. Even in the summertime it doesn't get too hot here. So for us going to Barcelona in October, we found it super warm. Basically like our summer here. We wore our summer clothes, bare legs, sandals, you know, sleeveless tops, everything like that. So the beach that we went to is the Barceloneta beach, which obviously is like very touristy. That time of year it wasn't, so maybe it's a good time of year to go. October, we were there at the kind of end of October, I think the 22nd or something, you know, the very end of October. The beach was clean. Stas loved the water. He said it was great. I didn't get in. But yeah, that was the beach. There's a really nice restaurant. So we went down on our first night to the beach down there and we were kind of looking around for somewhere to eat. And obviously in like a touristy area, you don't want to fall into like a tourist trap and go and have like a disgusting dinner where you could have gone for like a nice restaurant. There's one there called El Pacifico, which is super close to the beach. It's kind of like as you come off the beach, there's like a little kind of square and there's like a few different restaurants there. We just tried there just because, you know, it looked, maybe it was touristy, maybe it's not. I had one of the best guacamoles with a pico de gallo, nachos. It was so good. Very reasonable price. I think my nachos with all of that, like beautifully presented, was like maybe like €8, €9. Stas got calamari. We tried our first patatas bravas, Spanish patatas bravas. We tried our first one there. It was so good. And right beside the beach. So it was really nice, not super expensive. All the food was super fresh and delicious, which was amazing. Next up are two areas which are really nice to have a walk around. So first of all is the Eixample area and second is the Gothic quarter. You can kind of do those in a day or 2 days, just have a walk around and get like a vibe of the city. I really like the I almost said it like a Boston person, Gothic. I really like the Gothic quarter. Moving on from the attractions to the restaurants. So we did go there with a purpose to record content for our food and travel TikTok account, which I'll leave linked in the description. So these are some of the places that we tried and some of the places that we loved. So first of all is gonna be, I'm trying to think of which one. I have like a little list here of places. Let's start off with La Papa, which was a really beautiful like aesthetic cafe. Right, kind of like a little bit north of like the city center, a little bit like northeast of the city center. It was about a 20 something minute walk from our hotel. But the inside of it is just, I just loved it. I'll insert some photos here. The coffee was really good, but it was my only experience there when I spoke to someone in Spanish and they like replied to me in English, which I didn't really like. The person also who did it was English, so it's like, okay, you know, you also don't speak perfect Spanish, but whatever. I think, I don't know, I think you're more used to that in France, like when you go and you speak in French and obviously you don't have a perfect accent and someone replies to you in English, it's kind of like, okay, so we both know that my French is shit. But the coffee was amazing, so definitely head there. Next up, Alsur Cafe, which we headed to for breakfast one of the mornings. Very, very good, fresh, delicious. I'll include a photo of what we got. We loved it. Then I'm going to go along the breakfast route and mention Hammock, which was very close to our hotel. I got their vegan pancakes, which were amazing, and it's a super cool concept of like a cafe restaurant. Inside it's all like hammocks as like the seats. I'm super clumsy, so we sat outside on like a normal chair. And also we were trying to get the most of the warmth and the sunshine while we were there. But yeah, I'll leave some photos of what we got. Very reasonably priced and again, fresh, delicious. It was very good. Next up is Billy Brunch, which we went there on our last day. I feel like I'm going to say forever. It was delicious. It was amazing. Again, I'll insert some photos. The coffee was really good. The food was amazing. Fresh. Again, delicious. I think we got 3 things, kind of like to all kind of share together, but it was good. Really loved that one. Next up, an honorable mention for a really nice ice cream place in the city center. I think it's in the Gothic quarter, is Oggi or Oggi ice cream. I definitely prefer their vegan flavors, like the mango kind of sorbet, over the kind of dairy flavors, but that's a really nice one to try, especially if it's summertime when you head there and you want like a little bit of refreshment. Then two kind of cafe bakeries. So first of all, Chok Cafe. They are, I think there's a few of them dotted around the city, but they also make their own chocolate, as well as their coffee was so good. Stas got an iced latte and it was so good. They have like an amazing selection of different pastries, and we got a little bag of their chocolates that you can pick. All of it was delicious. So really nice to head to for like a coffee and like a sweet treat. The other one, which was on the way back into the city centre from Ciutadella Park, was Demasie, which basically it sold me that they have these amazing cinnamon rolls. I'll insert some photos or videos so you can see. I believe we got one of their pistachio cinnamon rolls and it was so good. They also had like some different kinds of focaccia, which all looked really good. So that's a nice one to try, especially if you're heading from Ciutadella Park and you're kind of hungry, or if you're going to the park and you're hungry, bring something from there. It was all delicious. For restaurants in the evening time, there was a really good taco place we headed to, which was called Tamarindo. I think it's basically like Mexican, like a Mexican style restaurant. I got my go-to food while we were there was nachos, because I really like guacamole and pico de gallo salsa. Theirs was amazing. It was so good. Stas got fish tacos, which were amazing too. I'll insert some photos of what we got. And then I think one of our favorite places that we visited while we were there was a rooftop bar and restaurant, which was called 818 Segardi, I think. It is down near Barcelona beach, and let me tell you, it was very difficult to find because it's on the map, but it doesn't show you exactly how to enter. If you're heading there, you basically head into like a museum or kind of like an event space. You're not going into like a restaurant door. So you head in and you head up in a lift to get up to the restaurant. We got some drinks. I got they have very delicious mineral water in Barcelona called Vichy Catalan, which I was like hooked to my veins the whole time we were there. I had some sparkling water and Stas got a drink, and we had some olives to share. You can basically see down to the dock and see everyone arriving on their private yachts. You can see the kind of dock, what is it called? Dock club? That's not right. Basically, you can see the docks and you can see everyone coming in and out. You can admire all the yachts, all the boats. Very nice. And you can basically see the whole city. So that's one you should definitely head to if you're in Barcelona. I really love that one. So another honorable mention for a really nice place for dinner was, I just got it up on my phone because I couldn't remember the name of it, La Pepita, which is basically a tapas restaurant, and their food was so good. Stas got like a salmon tartare, we got patatas bravas. It was really good. Again, just amazing, fresh, delicious food. So good. I think you might need to like book in advance when you go there because it did seem very popular, and I think it's like a local kind of spot. So just to let you know, but it was very good. One of the funniest discoveries that we made while we were there was our love of Taco Bell. So in Ireland, there's no Taco Bell. I believe there's a Taco Bell in England. I believe they have them there. Obviously it's from Los Angeles, but we loved it. We are big fans of Mexican food, namely like tacos, nachos, burritos, that kind of stuff. I know obviously that's like not like super authentic Mexican cuisine, and obviously it's like kind of whitewashed maybe the Mexican food that we would get here in Ireland, but Taco Bell was amazing, and they have them all over the city. They have like the little kind of self-service kiosks. Our favorite to get was the vegetable hard shell tacos. I got them without, they have like a vegan or vegetarian meat substitute. I got it without that. So it's like lettuce, and then there's salsa and that kind of stuff. So good. Stanley liked it with the meat substitute. He loved it. It was one of his favorite things he had the whole time we were there. I can't believe it was like Taco Bell, so random. But definitely head to Taco Bell if you've never tried it before. Anyone from America watching this video is gonna be like, duh, hello. So I think our favorite things about Barcelona were, obviously the food was amazing. Like I said, super fresh, delicious, lots and lots of fruit and veggies, which I love. Everyone, any Spanish person that we met there was super nice. The weather was amazing the whole time we were there. And I think the hotel, like, we like hit a gold mine with the hotel. We loved our hotel. Downstairs in the downstairs in the reception where they have the bakery, it's super affordable, and you'll find that throughout the whole of Barcelona. Obviously, the minimum wage in Spain is a lot less than it is in Ireland. So for us, going there, where our minimum wage is obviously more in Ireland, going there, you feel like it's cheaper. I do realize, obviously, Barcelona is an expensive city for Spanish people who live there, and if you're on minimum wage, then it will feel, it is obviously expensive. But if you're coming from a country where your minimum wage is more, or you have a higher salary, going there you will feel that it's cheap, and we definitely felt like that. In the morning when we would go down for breakfast, it would be like €7 for breakfast. Coming from Dublin, for us to go, like, we would get a big iced coffee that we would share, maybe like a croissant or a pastry and a sandwich, €7. And here in Dublin, for €7, you would get a, maybe not even a coffee and a croissant. I mean, €7, you can get like an extra large drink in Starbucks. So you can kind of imagine the pricing in Dublin. For the same thing, like, let's say I got 2 different pastries. I got a croissant, a pain au chocolat, a really big slice of carrot cake, and an iced coffee. It was like €6. I was shocked. Anyways, basically, if you're staying in the hotel, head down to the bakery. You don't need to get like the set menu. Obviously, you can pay, like, you can get breakfast included. I wouldn't do that. Just pay as you go. You know, maybe one morning you don't want to have breakfast there. We had breakfast there on our very last day, I believe. No, that's a lie. We had like a lunch there because we were staying a little bit later. They had lots of vegetarian options too, which was really nice. For getting around the city, it's super walkable, especially to, you know, with the weather. You're able to walk because it's not pissing rain and cold like it is in Dublin, like it was in Amsterdam. You kind of do want to head on the public transport. But like I said at the beginning of the video, what we found is our feet would basically just be sore from walking too much, or your sandals or whatever are giving you blisters. So in that case, we did jump on the metro, and we found the metro super easy to navigate, quite affordable as well. I think there probably are like cheaper options. I don't know if they have like a travel card, but we just like paid as we went, like pay as you go. And yeah, we loved it. We loved it so much that we were planning to move there. So for moving to Barcelona content, it's going to be happening at like the end of March, beginning of April. We're super excited to learn Spanish. We're super excited for our next adventure. So stay tuned for that. That's something that's going to be super exciting that I'm going to be documenting on my channel. So I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions about our trip, about any of the places I recommended, please leave it in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Like I said, I'll link all the places in the description so you can just go there and have a little look-see. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the video. There'll be more coming from me. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!